Today we're talking about study abroad at Swansea University. I'm joined by 3 American study students. We have Natalie, Paige and Harry, who have all spent a whole year studying in the States, and Dr. Sarah Trott, intercalary coordinator, who helped organise their trips. So Natalie, first of all, tell me where you went and what you enjoyed about your study abroad year.
I went to Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, and there wasn't a moment that I didn't enjoy. I had a really good time. I was a little bit anxious beforehand, but everything sort of went really smoothly. I travelled a lot and I made so many good friends, and I really got involved with campus life, and it was just such a phenomenal year.
How easy is it to make friends when you study in a different country?
It's a lot easier than you expect it to be, because people just are welcoming because you've got a funny accent and want to know where you're from and how you got there and how you chose that place. And people are so encouraging. They want to share their love for their school with you. And it was so much easier than I expected it to be. And I have friends that will last a lifetime now.
Fantastic. And Paige, you very much enjoyed your year abroad. Tell me a little bit about the university you studied at.
So I went to the State University of New York in Albany, and man, if you've never been there, like, you definitely should, because it's just a stunning university to attend. The university itself has got like 6 fountains on campus. There's like an underground tunnel for inevitably when winter comes. It's just a really pretty, like, loads of Roman columns and stuff, and it's just a really nice uni to go to. Like, it's quite big as well. There's like ponds and stuff on campus, and there's always like somewhere to go if you just fancy having a walk around. Like, it's a really pretty uni as well. Really, really nice.
Did you get homesick at all? Because it's quite a jump.
I mean, I ended up coming home for Christmas. So afterwards, I think there was a moment where we were a bit like, oh, okay, we're back again. But not really. Like, you're so kind of immersed in the culture there that you don't really have the opportunity to be like, oh, I really wish I was home. Sorry. but no, like, not particularly homesick, I'd say.
I know you also made lots of friends when you were over there. Tell me some of the things that you did and things that you saw in the States.
Oh gosh. So I went to Boston with all my friends on like a day trip that the school did. I was about to say skiing, but then I also went snowboarding. I went skiing with some friends as well. We went like hideout cabin in the Adirondack Mountains for a weekend, which was really nice. We went to Canada. I think once you're there, you have to kind of like take the opportunities when they come to travel. Like, definitely don't turn anything down, because it's going to end up being something that you're going to love and sort of cherish in your memories for like the rest of your life.
Wonderful. What about you, Harry? Which university did you pick?
I went to Kansas, the university in a small town of Lawrence, and it's just the best place I've ever been. It's sort of situated on the. I mean, Kansas is just the flattest place you'll ever be to, apart from this one hill, which is where KU was built, and so you get these lovely sort of views or whatever of Kansas, although it's very sort of just fields. But yeah, the uni itself it's small enough so that you can walk, back and forth. So I was staying on one side of campus where a lot of my friends were on the other side, and it's easy to walk to, not too far.
I'm guessing that you learned a lot when you were over there, Natalie. The classes were quite interesting and very different from the classes that we have in the UK.
Hugely different. Going to LSU, I did jazz and literature, and I studied politics classes in poverty in Louisiana, which has sort of affected and swayed what I wanted to do my dissertation on. And the classes very much helped. My lecturers were all fantastic at LSU. I got such a range of different topics to cover, and I did a class on Native Americans, and I did some really good literature classes and really interesting politics classes.
And I think that's true for you, Paige, too. You also, they complement the modules you do in the UK very well. Is that true?
Definitely. I mean, I ended up taking a few classes that have become really relevant to my dissertation, which was really good, just because my dissertation's a bit sort of out there maybe compared to other topics that people are choosing. So I would never have been given the opportunity to do something similar to it. At the same time, we had like a professor who's like an outstanding sort of political commentator on the topic that he does. So it was like brilliant to be able to be given the opportunity to learn from someone who just knows exactly what they're doing and is so sort of well thought of. So it was just really, really interesting to be given those chances.
Harry, how does it feel then coming back to the UK after studying in the States?
It was nice. It was nice to be back, I have to admit. But it was sort of bittersweet, really, because I just loved the year so much out there, and it really was the best year of my life. And so, and I didn't come back over Christmas, so I was gone for sort of 10 months. So it was really, really nice to come back, see all my friends and all that. But it's I do miss it. I do.
But it gives you the confidence to be able to work anywhere, I imagine.
I hope so. I do really hope so. I do want to work in the States one day. I did work in the States for 2 weeks in DC before I came home, so I got a taste of that, which was nice. But I do want to work there.
And Dr. Siritrot, we have a lot of students who are interested in studying in America as part of an intercalary year. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Interest in the year abroad is actually increasing. So as part of the American Studies degree now, I think approximately about 80% of our students in any given year will be looking to do the year abroad. So it's becoming an increasingly popular part of the degree.
You must have lots of links with universities in America then?
Absolutely, yes. Literally anywhere from coast to coast we could send potential students. The regions that we cover, north, south, east, west, as diverse as the south with Louisiana, southern Mississippi, the northeast with Albany, New York, Massachusetts, Ohio, Illinois, the Midwest, for example, Kansas, Utah, New Mexico, and then the far west with California and Washington State. So there are multiple exciting choices available as part of the degree.
How does a year abroad help to develop a student?
It helps in a variety of different ways, and as these guys have already attested to, it's incredibly important for things like confidence, maturity, and I think that ability or that awareness that students get when they come back, that they can literally work in any field, anywhere. So most of our students are incredibly keen to go back to the United States to work. As part of their experiences in the US, they can undertake internships, which again prepares them for either going back to the States to work or as something to add to their CVs when they come back. So it benefits them in a variety of important ways.
So great for employability as well as personal development.
Absolutely.
Now, I mentioned earlier on that Harry picked his university, but it isn't as simple as that. You don't just get to go where you want to go, is that correct?
No, it's not quite as simple as that. We do give students a choice. They are permitted to choose between 3 and 5 of the campuses that they research. So it does require a little bit of work on their part to research the campuses that they'd like to go to. In addition to that, they do have to write a kind of research statement telling me, for academic reasons, why they should be sent to these particular universities. So it's incredibly important that they do a bit of research before we send them to the United States.
But I'm guessing very much from our students that it's very worthwhile doing. My final question to you all, would you recommend studying American Studies and particularly having a year abroad?
Wholly, yes. I can't explain to you the experiences that I've had in this interview, and everybody that I come in contact with knows that I don't shut up about it. But it's great for your confidence. It's great to make friends across the pond, and even putting it on my CV over this summer and applying for jobs for sort of part-time work, it opened up so many more opportunities to me, things that I applied for on a whim and they came back to me, and it's definitely since putting my study abroad experience on that, and it's so worth it. The chance to travel and the opportunity to study in an American institution is priceless.
Great, thank you all very much. Thank you.